Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. I bet you can't guess whose birthday it is. My birthday. So today we're celebrating my birthday on the channel. I have made my very first geode cake, and I did my best to make it not look like a certain female part that geode cakes have a habit of looking like, especially if they're pink. Mine's not pink. And I'm very, very excited to do this. I'm working with all different things that I've never worked with before. I'm working with fondant. I'm working with edible silver leaf. This is all new. I've never designed a cake by cutting it, any of this. This is all new to me. So let's see how I do. And I'm going to finish this all up with a channel update at the end. So let's watch me make a geode cake, see if I can do it. To begin with, we put down parchment. We need vegetable shortening, and I got two different colors of fondant, white and blue. Now I'm cutting my white fondant in half because I don't think I'm going to need as much, and it turned out that I needed just over half, as well as the blue, in order to cover both my medium and my small size cakes. Before we begin, I'm going to show you how to store your extra fondant, and you do this by rubbing shortening on it and then wrapping it in plastic wrap. You can also put it in a Ziploc bag afterward, just to make sure no extra air gets in, because once fondant gets dry and cracky, it's not really good anymore. It's better fresh. If it had already been kneaded, you could have put it into a ball or a log and stored it like that. Now it's time to knead the fondant. This will make it pliable and more easy to work with. And I'm going to knead both the white and the blue separately and then together. Now we powder our surface. I used powdered sugar, or you can use cornstarch. Also, it's good to use the Silpat to work on if you have one available. Mine is too small for this. However, parchment paper, as you can see, works just fine for rolling out fondant if it's got some powdered sugar on it. So once you get it into a ball, you can start to roll it out, but I'm going to cut this ball in half because it is much too big for the small cake on its own. So a little smaller, roll it out to an 8-inch diameter circle. And I found this out by measuring the sides and the top of the cake. Now, I also learned that if you put your cake on a plate and then put the fondant on top of that, it makes it easier to fall. Just gonna make sure the plate's upside down, you know, because. So here I'm using a fondant smoother to smooth the top, and then I'm using my fingers down the sides to just smooth it all out. And you just want to keep working the fondant, lifting it up, laying it down, just to smooth it all out, moving all of that rough to the bottom, which you can then cut off, leaving a nice smooth surface behind on the top. Here I'm using a fondant tool to cut this away. You can also use a pastry knife, a pizza, like a pizza wheel, or a paring knife. I kind of wished I'd used the paring knife that's right there, because when I did it on the larger cake, it was easier. Now I gotta do the larger cake. This is how I measured the sides and then the top, and that was 3 and 7, so 15 inches for the medium-sized cake. Now I had to measure my skewers. This will hold the small cake on top of the medium-sized cake. So I have 3 I have already prepared. Just put those into place, and then I can put the small cake on top. Now, about when this happened, I realized that I could not find my rock candy. So I started cutting away and looking for my rock candy, but I ended up taking a break overnight, which gives you an opportunity to see me do something else. So I used a plate I made in elementary school as my serving platter, just for fun on this. And so once I have it on my serving platter, I'm going to put it back onto my cake turntable, and this will make it easier for me to work with the cake. Now, to cut the cake away, wow. Okay. To cut away the cake, I drew a design, and then I just started cutting away the pieces layer by layer is how they tell you to do it. And I just made a big gaping hole because I wanted to look like the stones were just pouring right out. Now you fill it with buttercream, and I put it in the fridge overnight at this point. For my decorations, I used rock candy. I had a bunch of these little pops, this is just 2 of them, and bags of rock sprinkles I got at a craft store. And there is my hole filled in with buttercream, and I'm going to use a little bit of vodka. You can use water or lemon juice too, I'm told, just to bring the buttercream back to life a little bit, and so I can stick the rocks in. As it warms up, I won't need as much, but I actually have it available for the silver leaf. So there's my purple rocks going in, and I put a second hole in because I really wanted to give it the effect of you being able to see rocks coming out of it. Blue layers, green layer, and then I added more purple and more blue, and now it's time for the edible silver leaf. So, brushing a little bit more vodka onto the cake. I used vodka because it evaporates faster than water. Now, edible silver leaf is very sticky. I mean, this stuff sticks to everything. Your fingers, your tools. Once it's off that paper, it's wherever it wants to be. So at this point, I'm turning off the camera, and I will finish the silver leaf and the garnish and show you when it's done. And there it is, the completed cake. Rock decorations everywhere. I love it. I think it came out absolutely adorable, especially since I'd never worked with all these things before. And there it is. It wasn't that beautiful. The Geode Cake was a complete success. However, the footage was really fuzzy, and I just got rid of it. So this is new intro. Unfortunately, you don't get to see me and Joey eat the cake. However, channel update time on new things happening. I will be getting a new camera this weekend, so hopefully the out of focus things you guys keep seeing will no longer be an issue. They've been driving me more crazy than they've probably been driving you, but you know. Other updates to the channel. This is fun. Ready? I got an ice cream maker for my birthday, so we will be making ice cream on the channel very soon. And like I said, new camera coming for my birthday, so hopefully we will not have the out of focus issues we've had in the past. But thank you for hanging around. It's been a wonderful 6 months so far, and I plan to keep doing this. And I hope people keep watching and subscribing and liking and commenting. I would love to hear from you. Oh, and so we're gonna wrap this up. Happy birthday to me. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. I love you. Bye. Thanks for watching. For more beloved Christmas content like this, hit the subscribe button and make sure those notifications are turned on so you don't miss a thing.